Yeah, y'all deserve to give Coach Cal an apology. Y'all heard me say it. Y'all deserve to give Coach Calipari, Judge Calipari, an apology. Every person that has something negative to say about when we started 0-5 in SEC conference play. Every person that wrote off Calipari after he left Kentucky and said he was washed up and he was finished. That he was going to die on this hill at the Razorbacks. That the Razorbacks wouldn't be able to do anything meaningful. And I'm not even going to lie. I think there were times where I had my doubts, where I was talking shit about him, where I was being negative, where I was worried, where I was wondering if he still had it, where I was wondering if he was, too outdated in his methods and his coaching style. But I think what Coach Cal and this Arkansas team has proven by being able to go to another Sweet 16 4 in a row. First year here for him here at Arkansas, and he's taking his team to the Sweet 16. And you beat Bill Self and you beat Patino in the first two games. Nobody had Arkansas going to the Sweet 16. What Coach Cal has showed us is one, that he's willing to adapt and change with the times of this NIL era. Number two, that the team he put together was actually a damn good team. I've said this in a recent video, that this Arkansas team is built for March. This is a damn good team that he has. But you needed people to get healthy. Yeah, Johnell Davis fell off a golf cart, hurt his wrist. A dude's foot was acting up. Boogie Fland was playing with a messed up thumb and then had to go down. Trying to figure out rotations, trying to make sure you keep instilling confidence in certain guys, trying to get certain guys to play at the level that they were playing at when Musselman was here. And we talk about Brazil. Trusting in these young freshmen like a Billy Richmond and a Carter Knox. Right? There's so many moving things that Coach Cal has had to work through, including those little voices in his own head questioning if he still got it. But one thing you can't take away from Coach Cal in these last 72, 96 hours is that the man can coach. That the man is great at making adjustments. That the man is great at scouting his opponents, and making their life a living hell. And I said this in another video. You can't really blame Cal for some of the losses that Arkansas was dealing with, because it wasn't on him. He can't make the ball go in the hoop. But he has shown that if the players go out there and execute what he's asking them to do and follow the game plan and follow the strategy, that Arkansas can be a tough team to beat. He's showing that. And I think what kind of led to some of his downfall in the recent years when he was at Kentucky was not that he couldn't coach. It was that the landscape of the NCAA was changing even back then in those recent years. And he was still recruiting so young and bringing in such young dudes, young, talented freshmen, 5 stars. He's always been known for that. But I think what he realized in his transition is that, okay, when I go to Arkansas, I got to do things differently. I got to bring in vets. I got to bring in a Duke. I got to bring in Johnell Davis. I got to bring DJ Wagner back. I got to bring in Big Z and bring him back. All right? I got to bring in veterans. But I still need a few super, super talented freshmen that can play bigger than their freshman role, a la Boogie Fland. And you have to give Boogie Fland some credit, because I made a video about this. I said Boogie coming back is either going to really help us or is really going to hurt us. And the way Boogie has been patient in playing the game within the system, but still able to stand out when it's time to stand out without overdoing it, has been a thing of beauty. He hasn't had the best games per se. Like, he ain't just been going off or anything, but he's playing the game in such a way where he's controlling the offense, making the right reads. He made a couple big shots, especially in that last game. I think he had a big shot before the buzzer yesterday against St. John. He's playing some great defense. He's doing the things that we need him to do, especially coming back and working his way into this offense and into this lineup again. And I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Cal goes back to starting him in the Sweet 16 game next week. But my main point in this video is to say that Coach Cal deserves an apology. And even for me, Coach Cal, you deserve your flowers, man. You can coach your ass off. And your strategy and the way you've been going about things with this team, especially as of late, even without the arrow, doing a lot of that without Boogie, right? Doing a lot of that in the early season without a do, or a do not playing to his full potential because he wasn't ready yet. Doing a lot of that with Johnell Davis not being anywhere near who he is. Trevor Brazil giving you ultimately nothing. You still found ways to keep us in it. Your strategies work. And you a hell of a coach. It's just about the players showing up and being who they're supposed to be. And he said the key thing, playing together, playing for one another, and not playing for individual accolades and stats. And you can just tell that this Arkansas team is doing that and epitomizing what it means to play together. And then we're already tough. We're already in the toughest conference in the country. So the way that St. John played with the bang and the bruise and the rebounding, we can hang with that. And they actually outplayed us in many different areas of the game. But we still found a way to win. And that just shows you how dangerous and how tough and how gritty and just how good this Arkansas team really is. And I'm excited to see it. And I don't want to jump the gun and say we're going to go to the Final Four or anything per se, but I honestly do believe that this Arkansas team has a great chance, a great chance of going to the Elite Eight. Texas Tech won't be easy to beat. I'm not going to even lie to you. They won't. But I think we can beat them. I think we can beat them. And again, the way that Coach Cal has been coaching, it makes you feel so good that he has a few extra days now to prepare as well. It feels good knowing that going into this game, we actually have a chance for him to prepare and come up with a plan, and that the plan can work. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man. And Coach Cal deserves a major apology from a lot of people, maybe even including me. Bull Pig Suey, baby. Excited to see it, man. Arkansas in the Sweet 16 yet again. Let's go, baby. Texas Tech, you next. I love y'all, man. Be sure to like, subscribe to the video, especially if you agree. I love y'all. Peace.